Do you hate the thought of writing a business plan? Are you totally confused about how to write a business plan? Have you tried writing your business plan, but then you got frustrated and so now it's collecting dust on your hard drive? Well, stay tuned because I got you. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to write a super simple startup business plan in less than 1 hour. Because today I am going to tell you why you only need to capture 4 topics as a startup. Yes, only 4. So let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle, and on this channel I share tips, tools, strategies, and resources for social workers who are looking to go from being overworked and underpaid to owning their entire 24 hours as an entrepreneur. Now, I decided to get out of the office today because I'm tired of being cooped up, and it's only going to be this nice for a little while in Buffalo. But as soon as I started to film, the wind wanted to come out. So one of the first things that you're going to want to address in your business plan is the customer's needs. One of the second things is going to be the transformation needs. The third is going to be the business needs. And the fourth is going to be the financial needs. And we are going to dig into all of those right now. So y'all, there are just some days I need to get out of the office and be in nature. And we're not going to have that many more of these days in Buffalo, New York. It is already getting cold. I mean, it's like today's pretty warm. It got up to 58. Yeah. So let's get into this business plan that you can write in less than an hour. Now, let me just preface this. While you can write this business plan in less than an hour, you do need to prepare for it. You need to prepare for it with something called market research. And I'll talk about that in a different video because I haven't talked about it in a video yet. So there's nothing to point to like I talked about it in this video. No, I haven't. But we're going to talk about market research really soon. So if that's something you might be interested in, be sure to click the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you are notified every time I have a new upload. Okay, so let's get right into one of the first things that you're going to need to write your business plan. And that, or one of the first topics, I guess you could say, that you need to cover to write your business plan. And that is going to be knowing the customer's needs. So what does that mean? There's 3 categories under the customer's needs that you're going to need to know. And what are those 3 categories? Well, you're going to need to know your customer segments. So what is a customer segment? This is essentially your target audience. Who are you serving? What do they make? What do they need? So when I talk about what do they need, what transformation are they looking for? What problem are they looking to be solved? Pain looking to be relieved, or desire they're looking to be fulfilled? You have to figure that out, and the only way to figure that out is through market research. Now, one of the second customer subtopics, or I don't even know what to call them, I'm all over the place today, but you know what I mean. One of the second topics that you need to know under your customer's needs is going to be your customer channels. So what are customer channels? Customer channels are how your target audience discover you. It's where they're hanging out. It's where you're going to find them. It's where you're going to help them in small amounts solve their problem, relieve their pain, or fulfill their desire. It's where you're going to show up and highlight your area of expertise, right? And so you need to figure out where these places are. Is it YouTube? Is it a podcast? Is it Facebook? Is it one of those platforms, or is it someplace or something completely different? Now, if you have a digital online business, probably not, because your digital online business needs to reach people digitally. That's the whole point of you having the digital online business, so you can free up your time with automations and all of these other things. But you do need to know what platform and where they're hanging out at. And it is good to know, in addition, other places that they're hanging out at offline, so you can familiarize yourself with those places and have those speaking points when you are talking to your customer segment. And then finally, the last customer topic, the third topic that you're going to need to know under this main topic, is the customer relationship that you want to have. And so determining your customer relationship is important. Do you want your customer relationship to be transactional, meaning that they kind of come in and purchase one time and that's really it? Or do you want a longer term relationship with them, right? And so once you figure this out, your business approach is going to be different. You might have some services and or products that are transactional, and then you might have other services and products that lead to a longer relationship. So for example, you could have what I like to call an asset accelerator. And so I talk about this in the SWELL community when I go through my workshops. And an asset accelerator is basically a small offer, a small digital offer that you can give to someone that helps them get a quick win. But it shows them how you teach, it shows them your style of doing things. It gives them an opportunity to spend money with you without really breaking the bank to see if this is going to be a good fit for them, right? It also gives you the opportunity to highlight your area of expertise, build your email list, which is absolutely important in the digital online business. And if you want me to make a video about how to do an email list, drop it in the comments and let your girl know. But when you do this, you want to build that relationship, right? And so this gives you the opportunity to do that over time, right? With a smaller offer. It gets their foot in the door. It gets them a small win. You're not doing this small offer in vain. It's going to help them accomplish something, right? But then it gives them the opportunity to work with you on a deeper level, to buy your signature digital product, whatever that may be. And so you have to decide the customer relationship that you want to have, and you have to map that out, because when you start your business on day one, you want to make sure that everything is a go. Now, the second main topic that you need to cover when you do your business plan and write it in less than an hour, the second topic that you need to cover are the transformation needs. So what are the transformation needs? Well, there's two subtopics under the transformation needs, and those are your value proposition and your transformation statement. And so what does all this mean, Michelle? You might be asking. Well, your value proposition is why people are going to pay you money. So for example, let's take a look at my business. So while this is my business, this is not the first digital business I started. My original digital business is where I show plus size chronic dieting women how to have a better relationship with fitness, nutrition, and other self-care practices, right? And so all of that is my value proposition, meaning when people come to me, their problem is they're plus size, they're chronic dieting, and they're tired. They're tired of the chronic dieting. They're also tired of being plus size, right? And so we work together in collaboration to help them develop a new self-identity, to have a different view on body image, to have some self-acceptance, and to not only use working out as an adjunct to dieting. Working out is something that you should do so your brain feels alive and so you have good functionality, you keep that functional movement going. And so there's many reasons why you do it that are beyond weight loss. And these are topics that I cover with the people that I work with. But I know their pain, their problem, and their desire, right? The pain they want relieved, the problem they want solved, and the desire they want fulfilled. I know it well because I was them one day, right? Just like I was you one day when I was trying to start my social work business and had no clue what the heck I was doing. So you need to figure out your value proposition. Why are people going to pay you money? And then after you figure out your value proposition, you figure out your transformation statement. So the value proposition is, I help plus size chronic dieters learn to develop a new relationship with fitness, nutrition, and other self-care practices. Now, if you look at the transformation statement, that's a whole separate thing. So you take your value proposition, you take your transformation that you offer people, you put it together, and then you get your transformation statement. Yeah, I had to get up out of that wind. It was getting vicious. Now, before I head to my next location, because I clearly see me trying to be with nature today is not working out, I'd like to know, would you like to learn more about writing your business plan? If you said yes, go ahead and check out my free training. in the description box below entitled How to Shift from Social Work Employee to Digital Entrepreneur Like a Pro. Your girl is happy to be home because the wind was cutting fool out there. So let's jump on the computer and finish the last 2 topics that you need to include on your business plan. So I'm definitely happy to be back behind the desk and out of that cold that is getting colder as each minute passes. So let's get into topic number 3. And topic number 3 on your business plan that you need to capture to write this business plan in less than an hour is going to be the business's needs. And so just as with the customer's needs, there's 2 subtopics under the business's needs. The first one is going to be the key activities. So you need to write this down. What will you be doing every day that lends itself to your business drivers? So you might be asking, what are business drivers? Well, these are the things that make you money. These are going to be the things that drive revenue inside of your business. And so these are the activities that you will need to engage in daily in order to bring money into your business. And so what are those activities? What do they look like, right? You really need to capture that because I always say there's going to be a priority 3. And so what is the priority 3? Those are the 3 things that you need to do daily to get to your goal. So you might have one big annual goal that you need to get to, and so you reverse engineer, right? What is that one big goal? We call it a dumb goal at the Social Work Entrepreneur Academy. And then you reverse engineer trying to figure out what are the things that you need to complete each month, each week, each day, right? So you reverse engineer backwards so you can find your key activities. Another thing that you're going to want to capture are your key partnerships. So who do you need to make your business work well, right? So a couple of these as an example, you're going to need an accountant. You're definitely going to need a bookkeeper. Now, maybe not right away, not in the beginning. You can do all of these things yourself, and you can get softwares like FreshBooks or QuickBooks to help you. But at some point, you're going to need to hire these people. You're going to need to hire a business attorney. I feel a cat about to jump on my desk. The cats, I tell you. So you're going to need these people. These are key partners. Are you going to need suppliers for your business? If it's a digital online business, probably not many, not any. But if you have another type of business, then maybe, right? And so you need to capture these. And then you need to capture your key resources. So these are going to be not necessarily people or partnerships that you need, but things that help your business run. So for example, an email service provider. You're definitely going to need an email service provider inside of your digital online business. You might need a graphic design software such as Canva. And so Canva is a browser-based graphic design software. It's great for someone who's just starting. I use Canva. I pay $12.99 a month for that. However, I have been pricing using a graphic designer. It is much more costly. And until your business is bringing in revenue that can offset that cost, you can just use something like Canva. And so I'll link to Canva down below in the description box in case you want to go ahead and check that out. And then the last main topic, the 4th main topic that you need to definitely include in your business plan has 2 subtopics. The first one being you're definitely going to need to figure out the cost structures. This is the name of what it is when you need to figure out how much it's going to cost to run your dang gone business. And so cost structures. This could be your internet service, right? This could be your email service provider. This could be any type of graphic designer you hire, any accountant you hire, any attorney you hire, bookkeeper. All of these are going to be your cost structures because this is where you are going to be required to pay money out. If your business starts to grow and you need to get a virtual assistant, that is a cost structure. And so when you're getting started, you're going to need to flesh out those cost structures because you need to know how much things are going to cost. You cannot start a business with your business plan in your head because what you're doing is you're going to start spending $10 here, $15 there, And you may not even need that subscription. Like, there's so many things that get involved. So when you make a plan, you really drill down to the granular detail of what you need and what that cost is going to be. That way you can get an idea what it's going to cost you from month to month to run your business as a startup. The second financial need that you'll need to know is going to be your revenue streams. Now, this is where all the magic happens. This is where the fun starts, because your revenue streams are going to be any products and or services that you provide that are going to bring money into the business. And so you definitely need to figure out those products. Now, in a digital online business, you'll find some people who say you only need one product, and this is true. You really do only need one product. I am not necessarily a fan of that, because I understand people are on a different level of the journey in each place, and so I think the price should be commensurate with what they're learning. And so the way that I teach it is, I like to have a smaller product that gives someone a small win. It's usually going to be the solution that will get them to the next level, to the bigger solution, right? Because typically, when you think about it, there's a bigger problem that needs to be solved, but before that bigger problem is solved, there's usually, oftentimes, a smaller problem that precedes it. So for example, at the Social Work Entrepreneur Academy, right here in this business, yes, I teach social workers how to start a digital online business, but I can't just throw you guys on the computer and say, boom, shakalaka boom, this is what you need to do to start a digital online business. There's some context in the background. There's some things you have to clear up first. That is why in the SWELL community, one of the first things we do is learn how to do market research. And after we do the market research, one of the next things we do, we get right out of the way, is writing the business plan. I know that this smaller win, writing your business plan, is going to help you become super clear on the path that you need to take to get started. And that's usually one of the biggest things that causes overwhelm with people when they're trying to start a business, is figuring out, definitely figuring out all the things you need. What do I need to do? Da 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 da. And so writing a business plan definitely helps you get that roadmap out there, and it really cuts down on you wasting time. Now, does writing this business plan sound a lot simpler than the traditional business plan you probably always heard about? If so, comment super simple below. And there you have it, how to write a super simple startup business plan for your social work digital online business. Now, if you are a social worker who is serious about starting a digital online business, join our SWELL community on Patreon. Inside of the community, you will find 7 workshops that will take you from confused to launching your first digital product like a pro. In my next video, I'm discussing 3 reasons why a digital online business is better than a clinical private practice. If you would like to know more about starting a digital online business, go ahead and check out this playlist. And of course, until next time, this is your girl Michelle saying, stop waiting. The time is now. Start your digital online business. Bye for now.